Hey guys, wrap it up here. We are back with another video, and today, I'm gonna start a new series. This is the tier list series. And as you can do, I'm doing a Zelda one, Skyward Sword. But yeah, if you remember, a long time ago, I think like a year ago, um, I made a this is the dungeons one, by the way. I made a dungeon rank. This is really a rank, but we're doing it in tier list. But it's a dungeon. It was dungeon rank, and it was so bad. You couldn't hear me. The music that I added was too loud. It was bad quality. Here we are again. Try and make it better for you guys. I deleted that video, by the way. It was terrible. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. I saw the title. It's gonna be from worst to best. It's just my opinion. You can have different opinions, and to be honest with you, I don't hate any dungeon in this game. I love this game. You might not agree, but I love this game. Every dungeon is great in its own way. Some have flaws. Everything's got flaws, you know. Even the best dungeon has. Yeah, we're just gonna get straight into this. So here we go. The worst dungeon on this list. Okay, guys, here we are. We got Earth Temple. Now, you may not agree, but I think this is the worst dungeon out of all of them. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's bad. I love this dungeon. I love the ball. You know, you like, you know, you make the ball move. You go to different places. I like that. It's just, I don't know. It feels different because when you walk in, if I remember correctly, it feels like you're in a cave. It's got like cave walls, and I don't know. It's got like actual caves you can go into, but this, I don't know, man. Just I love it, and I love the Lizalfos, I think they're called. They got great movement. I love how they mock you. They're so cool. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Boss is fun. Scaldera, I like that, and I like the dragon at the very end. You know, it like spits the ball out and rolls at you. That's fun. And I like seeing Girahim on top of the dragon. That's a cool scene. But yeah, you get like the bomb bag in this one, and it's not a bad dungeon at all. It's just the worst in my opinion. So there you go. Alright, guys, like I said, Earth Temple is our worst dungeon, like I said. So yeah, like I said, not a bad dungeon at all. It just something about it, you know. This is something about it. So that's our lowest rank. Yeah, guys, on to the second worst. Here we go. Alright, guys, here we go on our second worst dungeon on our list. It's Skyview. This is the first dungeon in the game, but honestly, I like how this dungeon feels. It's a good first dungeon. It's solid. I like kind of like the blue kind of like feel at the first part, you know, how it looks, like the color. I like the eyeballs. You gotta like confuse them and stuff with your sword. The spiders, I forget the names. Those are cool. The music's pretty good, and it just feels like a first dungeon, you know. It just, and I know I'm saying a lot of good things about it, but like, it's a good first dungeon. You gotta admit it. And I like the Stolfo, right? Yeah, the Stolfo, the big skeleton dude where you get the beetle. That's cool. Gearham, I think Gearham fits well with being the first boss. It might be disappointing at first, but in the end, Gearham's worth fighting. This way, it gets better. But yep, Skyview. That's, what else can I say? Good first dungeon. I've said that like 1,000 times now, but yeah, it's just good, you know. Alright guys, our second worst Skyview Temple. What even is that? Oh, there it is, Skyview Temple. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, very good first dungeon. It's got a good feel to it, you know. It feels like a first dungeon. So yeah, that's our next one right here. Our temple in the Skyview. And on to our third one, and yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at our third dungeon. We got Lanayru mining facility. Now, I think back in the day, now I recently beat this game on Switch. Back in the day, I played this game all the time on the Wii. I think this was my favorite dungeon originally. And then I went to the other one. I'm not gonna tell you yet. You'll see later in the video which one my favorite is. But honestly, I think this might be the longest, if not second longest dungeon. It really depends on how like long you take. But I've seen like the 100% walkthroughs, and I think this one was definitely longer. I think, I don't know. It seems longer than the other ones. But yeah, honestly, I like Lanayru is my favorite place in the game. I love the time shift stones, the robots. Yeah, it's a really cool like concept of a thing. I love the music of this place. I like past music better than future. And I like the enemies, the what are they called? The Beamos or something? You know, those tower-looking robot dudes, the Armos. Those guys are cool. And I love the boss. Molderak, yeah, freaking cool. But yeah, in my opinion, it's not a bad dungeon at all. But yeah, I think it deserves the third place. And so, yeah. Alright guys, Lanayru mining facility. Honestly, like, I know I said this, I'm saying this again, but like, Lanayru mining facility's got a good view. I think it's the longest out of all of them. Well, it depends on how long you take on dungeon, you know, but I don't know. I think the last one might be the longest, but this is definitely like a longer one. Honestly, I love the music, like I said, and it's just got a great feel. But yeah, on to our fourth one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got Fire Sanctuary for our fourth place. Now let me tell you something about Fire Sanctuary. There is nothing particularly wrong about Fire Sanctuary. I absolutely love the music. I love how it takes you outside. It's got a lot of it outside, if I remember correctly. And we need more of that in dungeons. I know, I believe Sandship had the most, you know, you're going in and out all the time. But I've seen people complain that Fire Sanctuary was too much like Earth Temple. And I agree to disagree. Sure, it is similar, but like, it's in like a volcanic lava place. what else are you gonna do? You know? And honestly, I'm not gonna disagree more than agree. Because, like, it just got a different vibe of, like, lava and fire, you know? And I love that name, Fire Sanctuary. It's cool. And I've always thought that the music felt similar to ancient Cistern's music. I don't know why. I just feel like the tone, like some of the sounds feel similar. Even though ancient Cistern music is like kind of like slower or calmer. But yeah, I love the hand magma dudes, I forget what they're called. Fight gearing him for the second time, his second phase. The upgraded version of the Lizalfos. I don't know. Zolfo Master or whatever they're called. Those guys are cool. But yeah, it's just like, it feels good. I wish that one puzzle, you know, when you're like hitting the switches or something in the hole when you dig it in, I wish it didn't like pop up whenever you get one. I wish it just stay in the hole. You just gotta memorize it. But anyway, I don't like diving down into the sleeping, what was it, the sleeping one you go into or something? I don't know, but I think that's really cool. And yeah, all right guys, here we go. Fire Sanctuary, like I said. Honestly, like, I know I keep saying the same things, but there's nothing wrong with Fire Sanctuary, and I don't even know where it is. There it is, Fire Sanctuary. There's nothing wrong with Fire Sanctuary, there really isn't. But, and I love the outside area. There's just, I hate repeating myself. I just, you know what I mean? Like, something there, you know? But, yeah, really good dungeon, love the music. On to the next one. Alright everyone, at our 5th spot, we have Skykeep. Now, let's talk about Skykeep. This is the last dungeon in the game, and honestly, excuse me, I love the entrance to this. You do the trial, you get the gem, put it in the bird. Bird shoots the cannon and nothing happens, and the freaking rocks fall down. And Skykeep was under the goddess statue the whole time. And I love the music for it. And I love the music in Skykeep. And I love that name, Skykeep, you know? And I love how they made it into like a whole puzzle, like all the rooms and stuff. Thought that was so cool. Moving around, get the Triforces. And to be honest with you, it feels more of like a test than a dungeon, if that makes sense. But yeah guys, Skykeep, love the music. Love how it's like all the dungeons combined, basically. Not combined, but like it's got all the music and like kind of like mini rooms of them. Like how you fight the stall foes again. And yeah, it's really cool concept. I don't think they've ever done that before, have they? At least not in my experience playing Zelda games. But anyway guys, on to our 6th spot, second to last. Here we go. After we put in the tier list. Alright guys, here we are. Skykeep. Yep. So, where is Skykeep? There he is. Skykeep is the last dungeon in the game, and I love the way they did it. Like I said, you know, the whole room puzzle thing, you gotta get the 3 Triforces. To be honest, I can't remember if I mentioned this, while I was like talking about it, but it doesn't. How do I explain this? It feels more of a test than a dungeon, you know? And, you know, I know all of them are kind of. That is my phone. I forgot to put it on mute. Okay, I'll just leave that in, but anyway, it feels more of a test than a dungeon. I know kind of like all of them are a test, basically. But the ones before Skykeep feel more dungeony than testy, but it's still a test. And Skykeep feels more testy than dungeony, but still a dungeon. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, but I love the way they did it. The music's great, like I said. I need to start repeating myself. It's just, yeah. Then we got 2 more on here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 more. And yep, last 2. Here we go. Alright guys, second to last dungeon, Ancient Cistern. This dungeon is so good. It's so good. From the music, to the looks, to the design, all of it. It's so good. It looks beautiful. This is how you do a water temple. But, yeah, it's so good. I love the puzzles, you know. And the Stallful Master, that's a cool boss. Get the whip. The Koloktos, whatever his name is, he is so cool. Love him. But, gosh. And, the underground place. That very creepy, very eerie. I love how the music kind of like goes like dum dum dum, and it gets more creepier and creepier. I think someone pointed out in the comments on like one of these, I think the soundtrack, is that the top place is kind of like heaven, and then down there, and the creepy place is kind of like hell, you know? Which is a good like freaking description or whatever. But, it's so good. I mean, you climb in the rope and you see, like, the light above you. Dang, it's a good one. But, it's not as good as the next one. The last one. Which I think you already know what it is, but... yeah, we'll put it in the tier list and we'll reveal my favorite dungeon. Alright, guys, yes. As you heard, Ancient Cistern is the second to last best. Love it. Looks great. Feels great. It feels a little short. I'm not gonna lie. This one and the next one, it's just, I wish there was more. Cause like replaying them, you know what to do. It feels shorter. But if this is your first time playing, you know, and you've never seen this game before, haven't watched any videos, you're gonna have a tough time, you know. But yeah, there's a second to last, and now I think you know what my favorite is. Here we go. Alright, everyone. My favorite dungeon, the Sandship. I love this one. It's not perfect. Like I said, like basically everything's got flaws, right? But this is pretty darn good. To like music, bro. And it's got like 2 music. Entrance music and like outside music. It's so cool. And it's a ship dungeon. Who wouldn't want that? And LD Skirbo, that's such a cool fight. Freaking pirate robot. And actually you fight Dreadfuse, which is like a king version of him, and in Skykeep. So that's pretty darn cool. And I just like it. You know, the whole Lanayru thing is great. You know, especially the Lanayru Sea, going around with Skipper, going to the retreat and the stronghold, the mine cart thing. But it's just so good. Every time I play it, I go to the Lanayru Sea. It feels like a DLC for some reason, because there's so much to do, you know. But yeah, and now I will say the boss. Let's talk about the boss. Tantalus or whatever. A lot of people don't like the boss. It looks too goofy, and I will agree, it does look a little goofy. People can't take him seriously, but honestly, it's an enjoyable fight. I just gotta like it for what it is, you know. You can't really change it, right? So you just gotta deal with it. But anyway, guys, this is my favorite one. Let me know in the comments what your ranking is. If this is your favorite, maybe it's your worst. I don't know. It's your opinion. And yeah, oh, the bow. The bow is probably my favorite item to get. That's pretty darn cool. But yeah, it's just such a cool ship dungeon. Yeah, let's put it in the tier list. Alright guys, there you go. My favorite, as you heard, is the Sandship. I love the Sandship. Love it. I mean, okay, stop repeating yourself, wrap it up. It's a ship in a dungeon. Now, don't get me wrong. The boss. You know, I like it, but like, I think everyone can agree there's just something off about it, you know? But, I mean, it's still a cool fight, right? The freaking Leviathan. Well, yeah, guys, that is it for today. I'll be doing more tier lists. I'll be doing a boss ranking. And in other games, too. But, yep, there we go. Earth Temple, Skyview, Lanayru Mining Facility, Fire Sanctuary. Excuse me, Skykeep, Ancient Cistern, and Sandship. Worst to best, but they're all awesome. Yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, all that great stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, Greg.
Yeah?
You wanna say anything?
Hell no!
Alright. See ya.